Richard, it's time for your daily. No point moping about at the window.
Yes, dear.
And I don't want to see you for at least an hour this time. You have to push yourself. If you're back any earlier, you'll find the door locked.
Hi, Richard. Has Elspeth kicked you out again?
Yes, I think she likes having the house to herself.
Well, us girls need a little break from time to time, even when we're wedded to lovely gents like yourself. The usual?
Please, Julie.
How was your walk over today? Any drama?
Maybe a little bit shaky to start with, but nothing insurmountable. Nothing that would stop me from getting to my little oasis.
Well, I'm glad you like it here. Must admit, I've got quite used to having you here at closing time. It's unbearably empty otherwise.
It's unbearably full any other time.
Now, let me see. The toffee cake has reached its date. It'll have to go. You up for a slice?
Ooh, yes please. Lovely.
There you are.
Thank you.
There's plenty more. Shall I pack you up a slice to take home to Elspeth?
That's kind, but no thank you.
Sorry, the paper's in a terrible state by the end of the day. I must remember to put one aside for you.
No, please, don't make a fuss. You're more than hospitable enough.
What's the news today then?
Maybe I'll pass today.
You will not.
I don't want to take advantage of Julie's kindness, and she never charges me a penny.
Stop making excuses, Richard. Remember what Dr. Wilson said.
And she always offers me a slice to bring home to you, if there are any leftovers.
She's a very nice woman. I like her. Off you go then.
I'll wait till she's closing.
There he is. I was starting to think you'd deserted me. Here, I kept a paper for you, so you don't have to pick up one of those tatty rags.
Thanks, Julie. Considerate as always.
Hold on. Okay, let's see. There's a veritable smorgasbord of delights. Bakewell, brownie, or how about a nice slice of carrot cake?
It's all to be chucked. So much wasted food.
Well, yes, such a shame.
A brownie would be lovely, thanks, Julie. Carrot cake. Can't imagine why anybody would want to eat cake that contains vegetables. It's utter madness.
I hadn't thought of it like that. I suppose you're right. We're surrounded by crazy people. So listen, I was thinking, why not have a couple of your bridge friends join us here one evening? There's always...
Poker. We play poker. Texas Hold'em, to be precise.
Right, poker. Well, there's always plenty of cake and the coffee, of course, is on me. Why not have them join us here one evening? You must be tiring of just my company.
That would be very nice. Thanks, Julie.
No problem at all. But none of that Texan hold-ups malarkey, okay? Or I lose my licence.
I promise. No hold-ups.
You should have eaten it. It'll spoil now.
No, it doesn't seem right.
It'll just go in the bin. That doesn't seem right either, does it? And I know you like Bakewell slices. You used to love mine.
I should never have taken any from her in the first place. But she was so insistent, like some sort of cake bully.
Oh, don't be so silly. She cares about you. You really should tell her.
Tell her what?
You know, that I don't eat much these days.
Richard! Who is this gorgeous woman you've been keeping locked up in here all to yourself?
Behave.
You dog. I knew it, Doug. He's been holding out on us.
Sorry about them, Julie. Age hasn't gifted them with any manners.
Well, they seem nice enough to me.
Hey, Rich, have the coffee cake. It's lovely.
I'm not having coffee cake with coffee. Ridiculous.
I have some salted caramel cake that's about to go past its date.
Oh, perfect, thank you. I hope there haven't been any trouble.
Not at all. Cheeky, but not troublesome. I like them already.
Where till you get to know them? Cantankerous sods, the pair of them.
Go sit. I'll bring you cake and coffee over in a minute.
She is a cutie.
How did you land her?
Guys, give me a break. Julie's lovely. She's been looking after me, that's all.
That's all.
Oh, stop it. Wouldn't you come here regularly for free coffee and cakes?
If she was serving it, you bet.
Now look, if you two are going to be idiots...
Oh, come on now, Frank. I think we're beginning to make old Rich uncomfortable.
Oh, he's not so old. There's some life left in him yet.
Not if he eats cake every time he comes here. I'm not sure his ticker could handle it.
I don't think it's the cake that's getting his heart racing.
You boys need a top up.
I'm good, thanks.
Not for me, thanks, Julie. But I think Rich here will need some more sustenance soon. He's a bit limp just now, but if you give him a little time and encouragement, he rises to the occasion soon enough.
Oh, Frank.
This is a bad idea.
Sorry, Rich. Couldn't resist.
He can't help himself. He's just pleased to see you, that's all. It's been a while since we've been together.
Hey, it's not that long since I took the pair of you for nearly 100 quid.
No, I mean, got together like out, you know. This is only what, the third time since...
Since I started enjoying time at home. That's not a crime, is it? Well, how's your cake?
It's good, Rich. Good.
Yeah. Julie's lovely. She gives me leftovers which are about to go out of date.
Out of date?
Rich, you're a cake connoisseur, right? I mean, you don't have many fields of expertise, but cake is one of them, right?
You could say that, yes.
So, your cake. How would you rate it?
Delicious, of course.
Good texture?
Naturally.
Moist?
Moist, fluffy, light. What's your point?
So, not stale at all then?
Rich, this cake is a day old at best.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What Frank is trying to say is that she's not giving you leftovers, mate. You're not some charity case. She likes you.
Nonsense. I don't see how giving someone cake indicates any such thing.
It's not that she's giving you free cake, Rich, but doing it under false pretenses.
False pretenses.
It's only cake, and therefore vastly superior to any substance that you two have got between your ears. Now, this has been fun, but it's time for me to go. Things to do, things to be done.
Boys, that wasn't very nice. He's a sensitive soul, you know.
Sensitive, my arse.
He needs a kick up the arse. Look, I know what happened was awful, but it was over a year ago. We've indulged him too long. Staying indoors, kicking his heels. He used to love just going for long walks. Now he can't even bring himself to think about it. He needs some tough love.
Well, whatever's happened to him, it's Elspeth's job to give him the tough love, wouldn't you say?
Julie, Elspeth's dead. She passed away last year.
But I've been giving him cake to take home to Elspeth. I feel such an idiot.
Or don't. He's got so good at convincing himself, he can convince others easily.
I'm sorry, boys. I need to lock up.
Well, what is it they say? The truth will out?
Idiots.
Oh, it's hardly their fault. They're just looking out for you. And Julie deserves to know the truth. Such a nice lady.
I know what you're doing.
What's that?
You're as subtle in death as you were in life.
Really? I thought death had rather mellowed me out.
I'm happy with the way things are. I've still got you around when I need you. I mean, why does anything have to change?
Richard, my dear, wonderful Richard. I wanted to be there for you during the early darker days, but you've kept me around far too long. The boys are right. It's not good for you anymore. You're becoming a miserable old recluse. You used to be so outgoing, full of joy and charm and fun.
How can I be joyful without you?
Well, I am still here, of sorts. And that's the problem. Richard, I'm sorry, darling, but I'm leaving you.
What?
It's time for me to move on. Time for you to fend for yourself. You've got so much life left to live. Go out and grab it.
No, don't go, Elspeth. I'll change. I promise. I'll go out more. Don't leave me. Not again.
It's time. You'll be in good hands with Julie.
Oh, stop talking about Julie. She's just a good friend.
Really? So would it trouble you to know that Frank asked her out for a date before he left? They're off to the pictures tomorrow. Very cosy.
What? Why is she going out with him? He's loud. He's immature. He's no good for her. She needs... I'll have a word with Frank. This is just not on.
Oh, of course Frank hasn't asked her out. He and Doug respect and care about you far too much to do that. But I think I've made my point. Don't you?
Maybe. But Julie's no replacement for you.
Well, I should hope not. She's not replacing me. She's not better than me. She's not worse. She's just different. There's no rule in life that says a man can't have a second woman, Richard. Just not at the same time as the first.
Okay, well, it's been decades since I've done this. You're not allowed to leave me without helping, okay?
What? Pushing you into her coffee shop nearly every day wasn't enough? If I could have shoved you the extra few yards into her arms, I would have.
You know what I mean. I don't know how to pull.
You already have, you Wally. Good grief. Okay, it's a deal. I won't leave until you're both acting on your feelings for each other. I may be bereft of body, but I'm pretty sure I've still got a few tricks up my ethereal sleeves.
Julie, you there?
We're closed.
Yes, but are you closed or actually closed?
There's no Kate left, Richard. Go home.
Can I come in to talk? I don't come for the cake, Julie. You must know that.
You made me look like an old fool.
Sorry about Frank and Doug.
It's not Frank and Doug that I'm angry with. They were just telling the truth. I'm sorry for your loss, of course I am. But, well, I just don't like being lied to, that's all. Giving you cake to take home to Elspeth. What an idiot.
Julie, please, come sit with me for a moment. When Elspeth died, I really didn't cope very well at all. Over time, I became more and more afraid of leaving the house. Couldn't bear to be around crowds. This place happened to be the only place I could tolerate, thanks to you letting me in after hours. Then when you offered me cake for Elspeth, I hadn't had much practice at telling people that she died. It was easy just to accept the cake and say thank you. Then I didn't know how to undo the lie.
But Richard, we knew each other for some time before Elspeth died. I thought we were friends. You could have told me at any time. I would have understood.
I know you're right. It's just I got myself in a pickle, I suppose. Elspeth kept telling me to put things right, but I didn't listen.
Elspeth told you?
I feel it round the house from time to time. We talk. Oh, I know it's probably all in my head, but I just don't care. Real or not, talking to her has kept me sane this past year.
I can understand that. When there's a void in your life, something tends to fill it. I think there's a scientific term for it, but I forget.
Nature abhors a vacuum.
Yes, that's it. Smarty pants. So, how about a coffee? I think the scientific term is brewing. So, now that we've set the record straight, what happens next?
What do you mean? What happens next?
Well, I thought you said you didn't just come in here for coffee.
Well, I enjoy your company, you know that. I suppose what happens next is that you can stop giving me an extra slice for Elspeth.
Richard, you do know that the cake I give you is never out of date, don't you? I keep the best bits back for you.
Oh, right. Well, that's very kind. Actually, I'm not that hungry. A bit of a bad stomach. I think I'd best be heading home. Oh, Julie, are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine. It's not the first broken cup. Or possibly the first suicidal cup. Did you see that?
No, I had my back turned. Just as long as you're okay, I'll be on my way.
Oh! Goodness, you're keen, old man. I know I'm irresistible, but
I think I will have that coffee and cake after all.
right.
But not here. I remember there's a decent coffee shop in the next village. So perhaps tomorrow night we can go and check out the competition.
Are you asking me out on a date?
I suspect I wouldn't make it home alive if I didn't. So yes, a date would be lovely.
I rather think it would.
I think I'm going to go for a walk.